Imagine standing in the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where the weight of the empire rests on the shoulders of a single man. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, navigated not only the complexities of ruling an empire but also the intricate web of human interactions. Every day, he encountered individuals who tested his patience, challenged his principles, and sought to disrupt his peace. Yet, through it all, he maintained his composure, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. He understood that the key to handling rude or difficult people wasn't in changing them but in mastering his own responses. In this video, we'll delve into the time-tested strategies that Marcus Aurelius used to handle the challenging personalities he faced daily. By embracing these Stoic tips, you'll learn how to maintain your inner peace and dignity, even in the face of rudeness. Whether it's a harsh word from a colleague or an unkind gesture from a stranger, these lessons from one of history's greatest thinkers will empower you to rise above and respond with grace and wisdom. These aren't just tips for managing others, they're principles for cultivating a stronger, more resilient self. So, let's explore how you can apply the same wisdom to your own life, turning every encounter into an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. 1. Pause before reacting. Take a moment to breathe and gather your thoughts before responding to rudeness. In the ancient city of Rome, where marble statues glistened under the Mediterranean sun and the pulse of the empire throbbed through its grand architecture, even the Emperor Marcus Aurelius was not immune to the trials of rudeness and provocation. Within the halls of power, where the weight of the empire rested heavily on his shoulders, Marcus faced countless instances of disrespect and discord. Yet, through all these challenges, he remained steadfast in one of his most cherished practices, the art of pausing before reacting. Imagine, for a moment, Marcus Aurelius seated on the throne, surrounded by advisors and senators. The grand hall, with its towering columns and intricate mosaics, echoes with the murmur of discussion. In this setting, an advisor, known for his sharp tongue and even sharper criticism, makes an inflammatory remark about Marcus's latest decree. The comment is laced with contempt, meant to undermine the emperor's authority and incite a reaction. In the face of such provocation, Marcus Aurelius did not respond with immediate anger or irritation. Instead, he practiced a profound and disciplined pause. This was not merely a physical cessation of words but a deliberate mental and emotional pause, a moment to recalibrate before responding. In his meditations, Marcus wrote, "When you are about to be offended, remember that you are not obliged to react with the same emotion you are being provoked to feel." Consider this scene through the lens of your own life. Imagine a situation at work where a colleague, driven by personal grievances or stress, makes a harsh and unsolicited critique of your performance. The sting of their words might provoke an immediate urge to defend yourself or retaliate. Yet, as you channel the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, you take a conscious step back. You breathe deeply, allowing a few moments to elapse before you respond. In these crucial moments of pause, you are not merely delaying your response, you are engaging in a thoughtful process of emotional regulation. You remind yourself that your reaction is within your control, even if the initial provocation is not. This pause serves as a buffer against impulsivity, enabling you to approach the situation with clarity and calm. Marcus Aurelius's approach to handling rudeness was rooted in a deep understanding of human nature and the dynamics of power. He knew that immediate reactions were often clouded by personal emotions and did not always reflect his true values or intentions. By pausing, he allowed himself to respond in a way that was aligned with his Stoic principles of reason, justice, and dignity. This practice of pausing before reacting can be applied to various aspects of daily life. Whether you are dealing with a difficult customer, an irate friend, or a challenging family member, the principle remains the same. By taking a moment to collect your thoughts, you can choose a response that is both measured and constructive. This pause enables you to address the issue at hand without letting the interaction escalate into further conflict. For instance, if a friend makes a thoughtless comment that offends you, instead of reacting with immediate anger, you might use the pause to reflect on the underlying cause of their behavior. Are they acting out of their own insecurities or stress? By understanding their perspective, you can respond with empathy and maintain a constructive dialogue. Moreover, the practice of pausing can also serve as a powerful tool for self-improvement. Each moment of pause is an opportunity for introspection. It allows you to consider whether your response aligns with your values and goals. Are you acting in a way that upholds your personal integrity? Are you responding in a manner that reflects the best version of yourself? Marcus Aurelius's wisdom teaches us that our greatest strength lies not in our ability to react swiftly but in our capacity to respond thoughtfully. The pause before reacting is not a sign of weakness but a demonstration of self-mastery. It is an act of choosing how you will engage with the world rather than being controlled by it. Incorporating this practice into your daily life transforms how you handle rudeness and provocation. It empowers you to remain grounded and composed, ensuring that your actions are consistent with your values and principles. By following the example of Marcus Aurelius, you can navigate even the most challenging interactions with grace and wisdom, ultimately leading to greater personal growth and stronger relationships. So, the next time you find yourself facing rudeness or provocation, remember the importance of pausing. Take a moment to breathe, reflect, and gather your thoughts. This simple yet profound practice will not only enhance your interactions but will also reinforce your inner peace and self-control, allowing you to respond in a manner that is both dignified and effective. 2. Focus on your inner peace. Protect your tranquility by not letting others' behavior disturb your inner calm. In the grandeur of Rome, amid the bustle of political intrigue and the ceaseless demands of leadership, Marcus Aurelius found himself surrounded by a myriad of individuals, some respectful, others less so. The vast empire, with its complexities and challenges, was a constant source of external stimuli. Yet, within this whirlwind of activity and opinion, Marcus Aurelius cultivated a sanctuary of inner peace that remained impervious to the turbulence around him. Imagine Marcus Aurelius walking through the Forum, the center of Rome's social and political life. He is approached by a critic who questions his latest policy, not with reasoned discourse but with biting sarcasm and scorn. The critic's words are meant to unsettle, to provoke a reaction that might shake the calm of the emperor. Yet, Marcus remains composed, his demeanor unruffled, his mind steadfastly focused on maintaining his inner tranquility. This image encapsulates the essence of the second tip, focusing on your inner peace. For Marcus Aurelius, this meant protecting his tranquility from the disturbances brought by others' behavior. In his meditations, he frequently reflects on the nature of external events, acknowledging that while he cannot control the actions of others, he can control his response to them. He writes, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Consider how this principle might apply to your own life. Picture a scenario where a colleague, driven by personal frustration or a desire to assert dominance, speaks to you in a derogatory manner. Their words are meant to provoke a reaction, to disrupt your focus and peace. In such moments, the key to maintaining your inner peace lies not in changing their behavior but in how you choose to react to it. Marcus Aurelius's approach teaches us that our inner peace is a precious commodity that must be guarded diligently. When faced with rudeness or hostility, the natural inclination might be to respond in kind, to defend oneself or retaliate. However, Marcus's wisdom encourages a different path. By focusing on your own inner tranquility, you refuse to let external behaviors disturb your state of calm. This practice involves recognizing that while you cannot control the actions of others, you have complete authority over your own responses and emotions. By internalizing this concept, you shift your focus away from the provocation itself and towards maintaining your own serenity. This shift is both liberating and empowering. For example, if a family member repeatedly criticizes your choices or decisions, instead of allowing their negativity to upset you, you can choose to center yourself and respond from a place of calm. You might take a deep breath, remind yourself of your values, and address the situation with composure. This approach not only preserves your inner peace but also sets a positive example for how conflicts can be handled gracefully. Furthermore, focusing on your inner peace involves cultivating self-awareness and emotional resilience. It requires an understanding that disturbances are often temporary and that your peace of mind is worth preserving. By practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, you can strengthen your ability to remain centered amidst external chaos. Marcus Aurelius often emphasized the importance of perspective in his writings. He understood that our perception of events, rather than the events themselves, often determines our emotional response. By maintaining a focus on your inner peace, you align with this Stoic perspective, choosing to view external challenges as opportunities to reinforce your inner strength rather than threats to your serenity. This practice also extends to daily interactions and decisions. By prioritizing your inner peace, you create a buffer against the negativity that can arise from daily encounters. This doesn't mean ignoring conflicts or avoiding difficult conversations, but rather approaching them with a mindset that remains anchored in tranquility. This enables you to address issues effectively without allowing them to disturb your internal calm. In essence, Marcus Aurelius's advice to focus on your inner peace is a call to take responsibility for your own emotional state. It is an invitation to build an inner fortress of calm that remains unaffected by the tempests of external behavior. By doing so, you enhance your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. So, the next time you encounter behavior that threatens to disrupt your peace, remember Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. Guard your tranquility with the same vigilance that you would protect a precious treasure. By focusing on your inner peace, you not only preserve your own sense of well-being but also set a standard for how to engage with the world from a place of calm and resilience. 3. Understand their perspective. Try to see the situation from the other person's point of view, cultivating empathy. In the intricate fabric of Roman society, where power dynamics and personal ambitions often clashed, Marcus Aurelius faced myriad individuals with conflicting views and perspectives. Despite his elevated status, he remained deeply committed to understanding those around him, even when their actions seemed challenging or their words were harsh. This ability to see beyond surface-level interactions and delve into the underlying human experience was a cornerstone of his Stoic practice. Imagine a scenario in which Marcus Aurelius is confronted by a Roman senator, whose vehement criticism of a recent policy seems to be driven not just by political disagreements but by personal grievances. Instead of reacting with immediate defensiveness or dismissiveness, Marcus pauses and reflects on the senator's position. He considers the senator's background, personal struggles, and possible motives. This reflective approach allows Marcus to engage with the senator's concerns more empathetically, understanding that beneath the hostility lies a complex web of personal and social factors. This empathetic approach is essential when dealing with rudeness or hostility. Understanding the other person's perspective involves more than just hearing their words. It requires an active effort to place oneself in their position, to appreciate their experiences, and to consider the context of their behavior. Marcus Aurelius's practice of empathy was not merely an intellectual exercise but a means to foster more meaningful and constructive interactions. To illustrate, consider a situation where a friend or colleague criticizes you harshly. Your initial reaction might be one of hurt or anger, perceiving the critique as a personal attack. However, if you take a moment to step back and consider the possible reasons behind their behavior, you might discover that their criticism stems from their own insecurities or stressors. By understanding their perspective, you not only diffuse your immediate emotional response but also open the door to more empathetic and effective communication. Marcus Aurelius's writings often reflect this Stoic principle of empathy. He advised observing the human condition with a compassionate lens, recognizing that everyone is influenced by their circumstances and experiences. In his meditations, he remarked, when someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't feel the need to be constantly on the defensive. When you meet people who are in their own way, you will find their behavior is often a reflection of their struggles and not a direct attack on you. This perspective is crucial in transforming how you interact with others. Instead of reacting to rudeness with defensiveness or hostility, approach it with curiosity and understanding. Ask yourself questions such as, what might be causing this person to act out? What personal challenges could they be facing? How can I address their concerns while maintaining my own sense of dignity and composure? For instance, if a team member at work frequently undermines your contributions, try to understand their perspective. Perhaps they feel overlooked or undervalued in their role, and their behavior is a misguided attempt to assert their own importance. By recognizing their underlying motivations, you can respond with empathy and possibly find a way to address their concerns without escalating the conflict. Understanding another's perspective does not mean agreeing with their behavior or accepting inappropriate conduct. Instead, it's about recognizing that everyone has their own unique experiences and motivations. This understanding allows you to approach interactions with a sense of compassion and a willingness to engage in a manner that acknowledges the complexity of human behavior. This practice also enhances your ability to resolve conflicts and build stronger relationships. When you approach disagreements with an empathetic mindset, you are more likely to find common ground and develop mutually beneficial solutions. It fosters a climate of respect and collaboration, where differing opinions are valued and addressed thoughtfully. In sum, Marcus Aurelius's emphasis on understanding others' perspectives is a call to transcend superficial judgments and engage with the deeper human experiences of those around us. By cultivating empathy, you transform challenging interactions into opportunities for growth and connection. You become not only a more effective communicator but also a more compassionate individual, capable of navigating the complexities of human relationships with wisdom and grace. So, the next time you face rudeness or hostility, remember Marcus Aurelius's approach. Seek to understand the other person's point of view, and allow this understanding to guide your response. By doing so, you honor the Stoic principle of empathy, fostering more meaningful and constructive interactions that reflect your inner strength and wisdom. For respond with kindness, counter rudeness with kindness and composure, setting a positive example. In the tumultuous arena of Roman politics and daily life, Marcus Aurelius frequently encountered hostility and rudeness. Despite the pressures of leadership and the challenges of his role, he consistently demonstrated a remarkable ability to respond with kindness and composure. His approach was not merely a strategic maneuver but a reflection of his Stoic principles and his deep commitment to virtue. Imagine a situation where a Roman citizen, frustrated by a recent decree, confronts Marcus Aurelius with harsh words and a demanding attitude. The typical response might be to retaliate with defensiveness or irritation. However, Marcus Aurelius, grounded in his Stoic practice, chose a different path. He responded with measured kindness and maintained his composure, recognizing that his reaction could either escalate the situation or de-escalate it, setting a tone for positive interaction. Consider a similar scenario in your own life. You encounter a colleague who criticizes your work sharply in a meeting. Your initial instinct might be to respond with equal criticism or to defend yourself vigorously. Yet, Marcus Aurelius would advise a different approach. By responding with kindness and maintaining your composure, you not only diffuse the immediate tension but also set an example of grace and professionalism. Responding with kindness does not mean ignoring the issue or tolerating inappropriate behavior. Instead, it means addressing the situation with a demeanor of respect and understanding, which can often lead to more constructive outcomes. For example, if a customer is rude or demanding, rather than mirroring their attitude, offer a calm and helpful response. This approach can turn a potentially negative interaction into a positive experience, demonstrating your commitment to service and your ability to handle challenges with grace. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius reflects on the power of kindness and composure. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This insight highlights the Stoic belief in responding to negativity not with more negativity but with virtue and self-control. By maintaining your composure and responding with kindness, you align with higher principles and preserve your own integrity. Responding with kindness also involves acknowledging the humanity of the other person, even when their behavior is less than ideal. It's a recognition that, like yourself, they are fallible and facing their own struggles. By extending kindness, you demonstrate empathy and understanding, which can often lead to a more constructive dialogue and a resolution that benefits both parties. Imagine you're in a social gathering where someone makes a cutting remark. Instead of retaliating or withdrawing, you choose to respond with a calm and considerate remark, perhaps even complimenting something about the person. This unexpected response can diffuse the tension and shift the dynamic of the interaction, encouraging a more positive exchange. Furthermore, responding with kindness is a powerful way to model behavior for others. By showing composure and respect, you influence those around you to adopt similar attitudes, creating a ripple effect that fosters a more positive and supportive environment. In a workplace setting, for instance, your kindness in the face of rudeness can inspire colleagues to approach their own interactions with greater empathy and professionalism. Marcus Aurelius's practice of responding with kindness was not just about personal conduct but about leadership and moral example. He understood that his reactions and behavior set the tone for those around him, and he sought to lead by example, demonstrating that true strength lies in maintaining one's principles and dignity even in challenging situations. In summary, responding with kindness and composure is a profound expression of Stoic philosophy. It involves treating others with respect, even when they do not extend the same courtesy to you. By doing so, you uphold your own values and contribute to a more positive and harmonious environment. The next time you encounter rudeness or hostility, remember Marcus Aurelius's example. Choose to respond with kindness, and in doing so, you not only handle the situation with grace but also set a powerful example for others to follow. 5. Let go of what you can't control. Accept that you can't control others' actions, only your response. In the demanding and often unpredictable world of leadership, Marcus Aurelius was frequently reminded of the limits of his control. The nature of power and influence means encountering situations where others' actions are beyond one's grasp, and his Stoic philosophy taught him a crucial lesson: focus not on controlling external events but on mastering one's own responses. Imagine you are a leader in a bustling Roman city, dealing with the unpredictability of politics and public opinion. A senator, driven by personal motives, publicly criticizes your policies, stirring unrest among the populace. This situation, while distressing, is beyond your direct control. What you can control, however, is your response to the criticism and how you maintain your composure. Marcus Aurelius, grounded in his Stoic beliefs, would advise you to focus on what lies within your control, your own reactions and decisions. In Meditations, he writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This insight emphasizes that while you cannot dictate the actions of others, you can choose how to respond, and this choice is where true power lies. Consider a more personal example. You are working on a critical project with a tight deadline, and a team member consistently misses their deadlines, causing delays. It's natural to feel frustrated and want to control their behavior to meet your goals. However, Marcus Aurelius would counsel you to let go of trying to control their actions. Instead, focus on managing your own tasks effectively and devising solutions to work around their delays. By doing so, you maintain your efficiency and composure, even when external circumstances are less than ideal. In daily interactions, this principle is equally important. Suppose you encounter a rude customer who criticizes your service harshly. You cannot control their behavior or their dissatisfaction, but you can control how you respond. Choosing to address the situation calmly and professionally demonstrates your commitment to your values and preserves your own peace of mind. As Marcus Aurelius might suggest, your response to the customer, rooted in understanding and patience, reflects your character and maintains your integrity. Letting go of what you cannot control also means recognizing that your energy is best spent on areas where you can affect change. If you expend your energy on things outside your control, you risk becoming frustrated and disheartened. By redirecting your focus to what you can influence, your attitudes, actions, and decisions, you create a more productive and fulfilling path forward. For instance, if a colleague's behavior is affecting your work environment, instead of trying to change them, concentrate on managing your own response and improving your work processes. Furthermore, embracing this Stoic principle can be liberating. It allows you to relinquish the anxiety of trying to control outcomes that are inherently uncontrollable. Instead, you shift your focus to cultivating resilience and adaptability. For example, if a major decision made by higher-ups negatively impacts your department, rather than dwelling on the decision itself, focus on how you and your team can adapt and thrive despite the new circumstances. Marcus Aurelius's life and writings continually underscore the importance of this lesson. In a world rife with unpredictability, he maintained his serenity by concentrating on his own actions and attitudes. He recognized that his ability to influence events was limited, but his control over his own responses was absolute. This mindset not only enabled him to navigate challenges with grace but also to lead with wisdom and integrity. In summary, letting go of what you cannot control and focusing on your responses is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By accepting that others' actions are beyond your influence, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. Instead, direct your energy toward managing your own responses and decisions, aligning with your values and maintaining your peace of mind. As you apply this principle in your life, you will find greater resilience and clarity, navigating challenges with the strength and composure exemplified by Marcus Aurelius. 6. Practice patience and tolerance. Develop patience by viewing difficult interactions as opportunities. Marcus Aurelius, in his pursuit of wisdom and virtue, often faced the challenge of maintaining patience and tolerance in the face of adversity. His Stoic philosophy emphasized that difficulties and rude interactions were not just obstacles, but opportunities for personal growth and the cultivation of inner strength. This perspective can transform how we approach and handle challenging situations in our own lives. Imagine you are a high-ranking official in ancient Rome, tasked with overseeing a complex project involving multiple stakeholders. One of your collaborators is notoriously difficult, often pushing back against decisions and creating tension. Instead of seeing this person as an obstacle to your success, Marcus Aurelius would advise you to view this interaction as a valuable opportunity to practice patience and tolerance. Marcus Aurelius believed that patience is not merely about enduring difficult circumstances, but about actively embracing them as a chance for personal development. In Meditations, he reflects, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This insight suggests that rather than reacting to rudeness or hostility with anger, we should strive to respond with calm and understanding. This approach not only demonstrates our character but also fosters a more harmonious environment. Consider a modern example: you are leading a team meeting, and one of your team members consistently interrupts and challenges your ideas. This behavior tests your patience. Instead of reacting with irritation or frustration, view this as an opportunity to practice tolerance. By maintaining composure and addressing their concerns respectfully, you exemplify patience and set a positive tone for the discussion. This not only helps to diffuse tension but also reinforces your ability to manage difficult interactions with grace. Patience and tolerance also involve understanding that everyone has their own challenges and perspectives. Marcus Aurelius would encourage you to consider the underlying reasons behind others' behavior. Perhaps the difficult collaborator is dealing with stress or personal issues that affect their interactions. By acknowledging their struggles and responding with empathy, you demonstrate tolerance and contribute to a more supportive and understanding environment. Furthermore, practicing patience in difficult interactions can lead to personal growth and resilience. When faced with challenging behavior, you have the opportunity to strengthen your own character by choosing how you respond. Each instance of practicing patience is a step toward becoming a more composed and effective leader. For example, if you encounter repeated criticism from a client, use it as a chance to refine your own responses and improve your professional demeanor. By doing so, you turn adversity into an opportunity for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius's life and writings offer valuable lessons on the importance of patience and tolerance. His ability to maintain his composure and respond to challenges with wisdom and understanding was a testament to his Stoic principles. By viewing difficult interactions as opportunities to practice these virtues, you not only enhance your own resilience but also foster positive relationships and effective communication. In summary, practicing patience and tolerance involves reframing difficult interactions as chances for personal growth. By embracing challenges with a calm and understanding demeanor, you demonstrate your commitment to Stoic values and contribute to a more harmonious environment. As Marcus Aurelius exemplified, each challenge faced with patience and tolerance is an opportunity to strengthen your character and navigate life's complexities with grace. 7. Reflect and learn. After the encounter, reflect on your response and consider what you can learn from the situation. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, consistently emphasized the importance of reflection as a tool for personal growth and self-improvement. He believed that every experience, including challenging and uncomfortable encounters, holds valuable lessons if we take the time to reflect and learn. This principle can be incredibly useful in handling rude or difficult interactions, turning these experiences into opportunities for self-development. Imagine you've just had a heated discussion with a colleague who was particularly rude and dismissive. The encounter left you feeling unsettled and questioning how you handled the situation. Marcus Aurelius would suggest that this is precisely the moment to engage in reflection. His practice of reflecting on his daily experiences, as detailed in his meditations, was a way to learn from each interaction and refine his responses. Here's how you might apply this Stoic practice in your own life. After the encounter, take some time to calm your mind and review what transpired. Reflect on the following questions. How did I respond to the rudeness? Assess your reaction and behavior during the interaction. Did you remain calm and composed, or did you let your emotions take control? What was my underlying motivation? Consider why you reacted the way you did. Were you driven by a desire to defend yourself, or were you trying to maintain your principles and composure? What can I learn from this experience? Reflect on the lessons that this situation offers. Did it reveal any areas where you need to improve your patience, communication, or emotional control? For instance, suppose during a team meeting, a colleague interrupted you repeatedly and made dismissive comments about your ideas. After the meeting, you take a few moments to reflect on your response. Perhaps you recognize that you let your frustration show more than you intended. By reflecting on this, you identify that maintaining composure in the face of rudeness is an area where you can grow. This realization allows you to develop a strategy for handling similar situations more effectively in the future. Marcus Aurelius also advised examining whether your response was in line with your values and principles. In his meditations, he wrote, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine led me to this?" This introspective approach helps you to understand your actions better and encourages you to take responsibility for your responses, rather than placing blame solely on others. Reflecting on your interactions also involves considering how you can use the experience to improve your future responses. If you recognize patterns in how you handle rudeness or difficult conversations, use these insights to develop new strategies. For example, if you find that you become defensive when challenged, consider practicing active listening techniques or seeking constructive feedback to enhance your communication skills. Additionally, reflecting on these experiences can help you to build resilience and adaptability. Each encounter with rudeness or hostility is an opportunity to strengthen your emotional endurance and refine your ability to respond with equanimity. By regularly engaging in this reflective practice, you cultivate a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than as personal affronts. In summary, reflecting on your responses to rude or difficult encounters is a crucial step in personal development. By analyzing your reactions, understanding your motivations, and learning from each experience, you align more closely with Stoic principles and enhance your ability to handle future challenges with grace. Marcus Aurelius's emphasis on reflection as a path to wisdom underscores its importance in navigating life's complexities and fostering continuous self-improvement. As we come to the end of our exploration into handling rudeness with Stoic wisdom, remember that each encounter, no matter how challenging, offers a valuable opportunity for growth. By practicing these Stoic tips, pausing before reacting, focusing on inner peace, understanding others' perspectives, responding with kindness, letting go of what you can't control, practicing patience and tolerance, and reflecting on your responses, you equip yourself with the tools to transform adversity into personal strength. Marcus Aurelius taught us that our reactions define us more than the actions of others. By applying these principles, you not only navigate difficult interactions with greater ease but also cultivate a life of purpose and tranquility. The path to mastering your responses is ongoing, but with each step, you become more adept at maintaining your composure and integrity. If you found these insights valuable and want to continue exploring how Stoic principles can enhance your life, consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment sharing your experiences or any additional tips you might have. Your engagement helps us create more content tailored to your needs and interests. Thank you for joining us on this journey of Stoic wisdom. Remember, the art of handling rudeness is not just about changing others but about refining yourself. Stay tuned for more videos, and continue to embrace the teachings of the Stoics in your daily life.